Hey guys, it's your girl Tyra Crush back with another review, and this time it is for Tyler Perry's The Oval on BET. If you would, please, if you haven't already, hit my subscribe button so we can get our numbers up and we can have a good time together. To get together. Y'all see my little fro? My little fro? I pinned it up in the back. Not that I had a whole lot to pin up, but I pinned it up in the back and I said, this is kind of cute. I'm going to wear that a little bit. Show my roots. Okay, so this episode of The Oval was it started out with, how did it start? Sorry, it just, I'm a little underwhelmed. Okay, let's just go to the scene with Richard and Nancy and Barry. And, he's just, I guess Richard calls himself being drunk or something. He was going to bring Ed home and have sex with her and all this and all that. And then Barry just out of nowhere just grabs his balls and just decides that he's just going to start yelling and, Dad, what are you doing? You're ruining things, Dad. And I'm like, where did this come from? You have been so malmannered because you asked him what was going on while they was dressed up and everything. And then you going to tell him, don't put me in the middle of y'all stuff. You asked to be in the middle, bruh. You asked for that. Watch what you asked for because you just might get it. And, Nancy just sitting there looking stupid. He's just like, tell me who it was. And she's like, no, can we just start over, please? Can we just start over? He's like, yes. Yes. Soon as you tell me who you had that baby with, I said, go ahead, Richard. He said, I ain't that drunk. I ain't that drunk, honey. No, we not starting over until you keep it real with me and tell me what's good. And I can't do it. I can't. Yes, she can. He gonna figure it out anyway. I still think it was his brother. I still think it was his brother. Okay, so I guess the beginning scene was Ellie and Hunter hunching, and Jason done told Alan, and Alan done busted in the doggone room and saw them hunching and they got mad or whatever. Jason trying to convince him to kill his dad. Like, I think you should kill him. Like, no, I'm not doing that. So that was kind of interesting. And Jason is just he's just weird, creepy, and he seems to just pop up at weird times. But one thing I do want to float out there is a conspiracy theory that I have. I want to say that I do not think her mother's dead. What if her mother ain't dead? Don't y'all find it kind of odd that she the first lady's mother and she didn't have no funeral service? All she got was cremated and that was it? And she's supposed to be some type of big deal? They're supposed to be the 13 families or whatever? Yeah, so what's really going on? Do you really think, y'all want y'all to answer me now if y'all think I'm crazy, but I think the mother might still be alive. And she might actually reappear when the daughter comes back. We just have to wait and see. But I think that might be a very, very, very strong possibility. So I wanted to make sure I floated that today because I meant to do it last week because I was like, maybe she ain't dead after all. Because I like what she brought to the show. I like the little twist that she kind of brought. So it's kind of weird for somebody to start out a season and not be there for the rest of the season. That's just kind of weird to me. So we'll see how that goes. And then we saw a lot between Hunter and Victoria. And their dynamic is not going to really change. Victoria somehow realized that Hunter's panties were missing. And she gonna make Ellie stop and make her come in the bedroom or whatever, stripped her down and was like, where is his underwear? And she was like, dump your bag out. And she's like, this is sexual harassment. No, dump your bag out. I just thought that was all weird that she would just know that to look for his panties. Like, I'm gonna keep saying panties because he's a little bitch. I do not like Hunter at all. So I just think it's weird that it's weird. Okay, and so Donald gets the call from old girl in the hospital. She remembers that Jean was dead under the bed, and she wants Donald to send, Sam to talk to her. He's like, I'll try if Sam is not asleep, but if Sam's asleep, then I'll send somebody that I can trust. We knew already he wasn't going to ask Sam to go at all, and that it was the job for Cal, because Cal is the one that got rid of the bodies and whatnot. And Sam went and actually saw her and saw her boyfriend, and it just seemed weird to me, like that he wouldn't. I don't know. It just, that whole little setup is just like bull crap. She shouldn't be able to be stretched out when she was hunched over in a doggone casket. They talking about they had 17 calls from her. That's fabricated. That never happened. They talking about they heard 3 shots consecutively. Shouldn't they be able to tell that her body's been dead for a couple of days already? I mean, a lot of things just don't make sense, but I mean, hey, the show is absolutely going on, whether it makes sense or not. Okay, so keep up or get left behind. And then we have Lily. We didn't really get to see much of her, but we did see Donald actually getting in Dale's face because he was with Cal and he didn't like that. He needed Cal to go to the hospital, and he didn't like the fact he was laid up with the man, and Cal's all of a sudden upset that he's married and his wife's back. Like, now that's actually a problem. Really, Cal? It's overplayed in my opinion, but who am I? I'm just a viewer. I'm just a person who reviews the show. So who am I to say what's overplayed and what's not? I think Barry meeting with the Rockadooshies was kind of weird, and he was like, "What's in that bag? What's in that bag?" And it was just that whole scene was just kind of like. And then they're like, she's in the van, and then the van is Ruth. Bring that money and I'll give you your child. Just some old crazy, stupid stuff that I don't. It was just weird. And then when he goes home and he's telling his dad about it, his dad's like, I'll go with you. I don't need you to go with me. Did you see them? It was like 20 people. How you don't need him to go with you? Who you want to go with you? You is outnumbered, bruh. We knew you wasn't too bright, but you can't be this dumb. Like, you can't be this dumb. Come on now, Barry. Huh. And what else, if anything? Sam at the crime scene talking to old boy. It all just seemed a little off to me. I don't know. I don't really like this episode at all. And they said next week we're 1 week away from the mid-season finale. So I'm guessing we got 2 episodes before we take a hiatus break. And I don't know how long the hiatus break is. Hopefully it won't be too long. But I don't know. And then the whole dynamic with Bobby and Max was just weird. The Rackadooshies coming there needing food and drink. And then these two, they just can't get along for whatever reason. They just can't get along. And it's just all too convenient to me. And it's just kind of overplayed. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't get it. But this episode was just kind of weird to me. I'm going to take the bullets out of your gun when you sleep. You can wake up firing. No, I'm good, man. I'm going to take these pills and drink some alcohol. Come on. Do better. Do better. Do better, Tyler. I'm going to, let me make sure before I say that. Yep, I'm going to end it right there. I have nothing else to say. This episode was, again, I give it maybe 4 out of 10. Maybe 3.5 out of 10. That's probably better. Because to me, it was just kind of blah. But I don't really know what they're going to do with the whole Ellie situation. So y'all let me know what y'all think they're going to do with Ellie. Are they really going to fire her? Does she have enough evidence already to actually get him in trouble? Because we knew she was all about her ambitions anyway. And he's the dummy, thinking that she's just stupid and pretty. Not at all. Ellie's got a nice head on her shoulders and probably has a case anyway, even if they do fire her. So we're just going to have to see how it works out. But that is my $5.02. And if you have been paying attention, I told you I was going to start watching Ruthless. I watched the first 7 episodes. So I'm about to review those next. All right. I thank you all for watching. Peace. Peace, I said.